Hi, I'm Tom Garner. I'm on my gazebo here on Bulldog Hill. This is the 24th day of November 2025. We are endeavoring to film an episode of My Thoughts. My Thoughts is a weekly uh, session episode that we do that addresses whatever has occurred to me during the week that I feel like needs to have some clarification, or at least something I want to share my opinion about. Uh, in this case, this week, I've run into a couple of examples of um, people who were really happy with it, with the fact that they had some dog that they're trying to replicate in the pedigree 23 times, uh, thinking that it's as simple that reproducing a dog, recreating a dog is as simple as putting them in the pedigree as many times as possible. Uh, to that end, you could, when you got to 23 times, uh, somebody could come to you with a sister to your 23-time dog. You could breed them together and have 46-time, whatever it is you're trying to reproduce in the subsequent pedigree, and you would have twice the reason to expect that you would achieve your goal. In reality, whenever you're attempting to make another example of some dog you dearly love and admire, you not only have to bring similar genetic material forward, but you also have to bring the pattern with you. It's not only substance, but it's substance and pattern. Uh, Look at Chinaman, for example. Chinaman is off of Woods Trouble and Abernathy's Molly. Woods Trouble is directly off of Eli Jr. Uh, and Sugar, and Abernathy's Molly is off of Snooty and Bloody Sunday. Bloody Sunday's off of Bully Sun, and so you see that the pattern that produced Chinaman was uh, Eli on both sides of the pedigree. Eli Jr. and Bully Sun were littermate brothers, both outstanding dogs. Each had its own unique qualities, but in this case, bringing it all together, the qualities of both Eli Jr. and Bully Sun in one pedigree produced one of the best dogs of all time. So the point is that you have to not only bring the substance, but you got to bring the pattern with you. You might notice that in my own breeding, uh, the we have increased our understanding of what Chinaman was to generalize that he was just an outstanding example of an Eli dog, of a close line bred Eli dog. As we go forward, we are bringing other outstanding Eli dogs into the equation, into the formula. And by virtue of putting them together, uh, weaving a fabric of genes together in which we essentially duplicate the pattern that created Chinaman, we have produced a number of great dogs, several uh, on the same level as Chinaman. And so, had we elected to do what some breeders, some less informed breeders, do around the world, we would have just put Chinaman on Chinaman on Chinaman, and we would have a mess. Uh, they would have made a departure from the general Eli excellence, and they would have uh, developed some less than desirable characteristics. Some recessives would have come together that were not altogether beneficial. So the point is, uh, you see us in our program uh, with a strong and varied Eli component, but it's not because we're making a departure from Chinaman. It's because that's the pattern, that's the approach that best emulates what happened when Chinaman was created. Uh, Also, it has given us the opportunity to fortify the Bose component of the pedigree. You ask Floyd Boudreaux who was his favorite dog of all time, and he will tell you very readily that it was Bose. And we have found initially it was inadvertent, but that our favorite branches of the Eli family that we have brought together that we have decided met our criteria for fortifying the new age Chinaman, both of them had Bose in their pedigrees. You look behind Spike, Black Betty goes back to a mix of Bully Sun and Brandy and Bose. You look at El Negro, go back into his pedigree, and you find Bose. So it's been a fun process of ferreting all of this out. But at the end of the day, the point is, remember, not only do you have to bring the right substance, which is the basic genetics, but you also have to bring the right formula. And that's what we've done here. We're not trying to breed just uh, general Eli dogs. We are truly still chasing more dogs like Chinaman. Chinaman was a pretty perfect dog. And the best way to do that is, again, to follow the formula that created Chinaman. Some variation in the sources of the Eli blood. All right. Well, hopefully this gives some of you a little greater depth in your understanding of how to go about uh, the process of breeding the American Pit Bull Terrier. We appreciate you joining us. Have a great day.